So hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a hot topic that is taking the fitness world by storm, weight loss drugs. And specifically we are talking about two blockbuster medications that are making headlines, Ozempic and Wegovy. Both of these drugs contain the same active ingredient, semaglutide, and are produced by pharmaceutical giant Novo Nordisk. The demand for this medication has skyrocketed recently. It's not just the consumer wanting to shed some pound. Even the stock prices have seen a significant boost. But with high demand comes a darker side. And we have seen reports of semaglutide being sold on the black market. The situation got so serious that even the World Health Organization had to issue a press release addressing the rampant black marketing of this drug. And now the buzz is that semaglutide is making its way to the Indian market. So what exactly is the semaglutide story? Why is it causing such a frenzy? That's what we are going to uncover today. Before we jump into the details, make sure that you subscribe to the channel to stay updated for such amazing video. So to start the story, let us understand what exactly is semaglutide. So Ozempic, that is the brand name of semaglutide, is a prescription medication drug that is used to help with weight loss and reduce the risk of cardiovascular problem. And the branded drug Ozempic comes as a liquid solution in a pre-filled syringe, which is single dose injection pen. Now this particular semaglutide is intended to use for type 2 diabetes. Now it is used along with the diet counseling and exercise to help control your blood sugar. So this particular drug was firstly targeted as a blood control measure for type 2 diabetic subjects along with diet and exercise. Now this particular medication had a significant impact in terms of weight loss, and we have also seen that this particular medication is also used to lower the risk of heart attack, stroke or death in patients with type 2 diabetes, obesity and heart or blood vessel disease. Now if you focus that number of people having type 2 diabetes, obesity or heart diseases is significant in the world, and that is why this particular drug semaglutide targets a wide variety of patients, and it helps them to keep the blood sugar in check, to keep obesity in check and to keep heart disease in check. Now this particular drug semaglutide is a glucagon like peptide 1 receptor agonist. Now what exactly is glucagon like peptide and how does it function, that we'll understand. So now let us understand how exactly this glucagon-like peptide 1 agonist work. Now this GLP-1 is a hormone that is produced in small intestine, and this particular hormone has multiple or several roles in your body. The first thing is that this particular hormone is responsible for triggering insulin from your pancreas. So insulin, as you know, is one of the essential hormones that allows your body to use food for energy. Now if you have a lower amount of blood glucose, then this particular insulin is released, and if you don't have enough amount of insulin in your body, then your blood sugar level might shoot up and it might lead to diabetes and other complication. So this GLP-1 agonist helps in appropriate amount of insulin release in your body. Second function is that this particular GLP-1 hormone or agonist works as a blocking agent for glucagon secretion. Now glucagon is a hormone that your body uses to raise your blood sugar level wherever necessary. So if your blood sugar level drops, then this particular hormone can keep it at a constant pace where your body functions at the maximum. So this GLP-1 prevents excess blood shooting and helps a steady flow of blood in your glucose in your bloodstream. Next thing is that whenever this particular GLP-1 agonist is present, it slows down the stomach emptying process, which means that it slows down the digestion process, which leads to slower release of blood. Okay, it leads to slower release of glucose in your bloodstream. So whenever a food gets digested, it breaks down into various compounds, finally leading to glucose. If after eating you feel a certain amount of energy, that is because your food is getting degraded and you get instant glucose. So when you have GLP-1 agonist, it doesn't lead to shooting up of glucose, which leads to complication in diabetic subject. It leads to slower digestion, which means you have a steady stream of glucose level in your bloodstream. Now that is a significant advantage. And finally, the feeling of satiety. So whenever you take this GLP-1, it increases your feeling of that you're full after eating. So now you can understand that why this particular compound or why this particular injection are of such higher demand. This particular drug helps diabetics. This particular drug also helps in weight loss, and this particular drugs can also help people with heart diseases to lower their risk. And that is why this drug, although it is for diabetic use, it is also significantly used by people for weight loss and for reducing cardiovascular risk. And that is why this is a blockbuster drug and it is being demanded across the world. But with higher demand, there are significant chances of being misused. Let us understand what exactly are those. So what you can see is that even the WHO issued a press release where the WHO has informed that they have provided warning for falsified medicine that are used for diabetes treatment and weight loss drugs. So this particular semaglutide is being used by people to sell in black market, because as it is being used for multiple therapeutic areas and people are getting a very good result of this particular medication, it has increased the demand and the supply is low. So that is why people are even selling you false medication or medication which can have significant impact on your health. So this is the kind of demand that this particular medication has, and it has also raised issues or significant concern at the global level, and even the World Health Organization had to take note of it. The World Health Organization also posted on Twitter against the counterfeiting and fake use of this particular drug because of the sky marketing demand. So the demand has so much skyrocketed that the WHO is constantly following up with the public, as well as they are also paying close attention to counterfeiting and fake drug production. Okay, so this is the impact of semaglutide. Now let us understand why this particular medication, semaglutide, is important for India. And let me tell you, this particular medication is very important to India. Please pay attention. The first reason is the expiring patent. Now, this particular drug, semaglutide, is patented by Novo Nordisk, and the patent for this particular drug is about to expire in China in 2026, in US in 2032, and Europe and Japan in 2031. Which means that soon after expiry, this drug can be made by anyone, and especially by India and China, where they have huge industries to make drugs which are cheaper, to make this treatment available for a large number of people. And this particular drug shall also be a blockbuster in generic medication space. So if you get generic medication of this particular drug, then it would have a significant impact in terms of revenue generation and in terms of availability of this medicine. So the soon to be expiring patent of semaglutide is a significant advantage for India, so that it can give boost to our pharma industry in making this particular medication and capturing the large market. The second reason why it is important for India is that almost 11.4% of the Indian population has diabetes, and the prevalence of this varies by location. It is more rampant in urban areas as compared to rural areas, but still we have significant number of population that are affected by diabetes. And also there are more than 100 million people in India who struggle with obesity. So this particular drug targeting diabetes and obesity can have a significant market in India also. And as diabetes and obesity is increasing, this will also increase the demand for this particular drug. So not only India can prepare this medication, they even have the customers to buy from it. The third reason is that the manufacturing industry in India. So India being a global leader in pharmaceutical manufacturing, this particular drug can be a very good opportunity Because India has strong infrastructure, experienced workforce, wide range of capability, and post patent expiry, India can definitely make this drug in a significantly less amount of time and significantly cheap. This will not only help the Indian population but also the global population with the accessibility of the drug, and it shall also help in countering the counterfeiting and fake use of this particular drug or the black market using. So that is why India will be a world leader whenever the semaglutide patent expires, and India also has the capabilities of selling this drug in its own market as well as the entire world. So that is why you should pay attention to semaglutide. So thank you for watching this video. Now, if you were able to help you, then please make sure that you subscribe to the channel because your support is very important to us. And thank you.